right, what's going on, you guys? Nick here with Nick Strength and Power. So this posing routine from a competition this past weekend in the Masters 50-plus NPC division, so amateur, has been getting a lot of attention because of the dancing in the routine. And I think part of the reason for this is because recently we've seen a couple pro routines in both bodybuilding and other divisions where there's been a lot of dancing recently, and that drew a lot of scrutiny. And I think there should be a pretty clear distinction between amateur and pro, especially Masters amateur and pro. I think some of the criticism towards the pro routines is more justified because I feel like as a pro, there's more responsibility to represent the sport in like a non-goofy way. But I think the reality that we kind of have to accept with the amateur portion of bodybuilding and all the other categories as well is that there is a good portion of the amateur competitor base that is not there to become a professional bodybuilder. They're not there to try to get a pro card. They're not there to be a full-time athlete. They're on an amateur stage to show off their physique, and maybe they have a transformation that they're proud of or something along those lines. That is a big function that amateur bodybuilding does serve. Novice competitors, masters competitors, people that are not intending to be, the face of the sport. It just gives them an avenue to maybe show off their physique or their transformation or whatever. So I honestly think people are being a little bit too hard on this guy. Do I like this type of routine personally? No. Whether it's amateur or pro, it's too much, I think, and it makes the sport look a little bit goofy. But I do think people are being a little too critical because, again, this is an amateur masters competitor over 50. He's just having fun, and he's showing off his physique, and I do think that's a big part of amateur competitions is not necessarily people looking to be Mr. Olympia or looking to be an IFBB pro, but people looking to show off their physique and have fun, and that's fine. That's the function that the amateur competitions really serve for a lot of people. And you could make the argument, I suppose, well, should they serve that function? Should they be so laid back? And I think the answer to that question is yes, because I feel like that the barrier to entry for an amateur competition should be as low as possible, meaning I feel like anybody should be able to compete in an amateur or even a novice competition, and they shouldn't feel like they're unable to or the bar is too high. So it's kind of hard to make it more strict. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like and subscribe for more.